Heading down Main Street, coming up on Northampton, Pennsylvania. I think we might even be in Northampton right now. On a gorgeous early, yes, chilly but gorgeous early spring day here in the Lehigh Valley. By the way, some of the beauty here in the area is actually found in death. This area has some very old and beautiful cemeteries. So, it's here to show off a little bit of the Lehigh Valley that you don't normally see, and some of the beauty here. But anyway, I lied to you. The part 2 is not going to be the final wrap-up of musical selections from Jesus Christ Superstar. I want to go into more detail here for one main reason. The performance, the cast, they deserve this. Alright? To give you a quick rundown does not justify this. Anyway, part 1, I told you about the immersion factor and how great the band was. The band was. But this was just something. I mean, like I told you, I don't really do live theater. It's not that I don't get into it, just don't have time, trying to find time for it. Okay, but this performance, and it was just. It is worth going to see, whether you go there this year, whether you go there next year, because of the actors and actresses, because of how well it is put together, because of how well it is executed. Now, there was one glitch in the whole thing, all right? And everybody forgive me for pointing this out, but I have to. They had problems with the mics, especially with some of the actors and actresses. But what really caught my attention was the fact that even though they had the problems, in case you're curious, on a quick side note, there's a lot of bowling lanes too, in case you're into that. Anyway, it wasn't the fact that they ignored the problems, but they didn't throughout the show, efforts were made to correct this. But by watching the show, you couldn't tell. They just kept going, didn't stop, no nothing. One of the main problems, actually, on the technical side was at times when the character of Jesus was speaking and the music was going, especially the drums, drowned out the voice part. But like I said, there's going to be technical problems no matter what. There's always that chance. This is life. There's always a chance, something's going to go wrong here. It's how it's reacted to. It's how it's dealt with. It's if the audience notices it. And if people did notice it, didn't even bother them. Like I said, I was looking around, I was looking around throughout the course of the performance, and everyone's attention was up front. Nobody walked out to use the outside, unless, except for a couple times when parents had their kids, no one walked out to use the restroom, grab a smoke, no nothing, until the intermission and until the end. And that, again, is another sign of a great performance, that people were not on their phones. I know it's a church, but people do it anyway. People were not looking around. People were not going outside for a quick break during the performance. Everyone's attention was completely there and completely on this show, on the music, on the acting, and on the acting. And that is the mark of a truly great show, whether it's music, theater, or whatever. If you can pull and keep the audience's attention, like I said, estimate, including myself, at least 70 people there. For Saturday afternoon, first Saturday of spring, that's damn good. Okay? Actually, second Saturday or whatever, but, so that is the mark of a truly great performance, in my opinion. Fantastic review. Actually, give me a minute. I'm going to take a quick minute here. I'm actually going to pull out the program from this show. And for one reason. Right now, I have to give a little bit of credit here. I want to mention some specific names right now as far that really honestly and truly took the show away. All right, and trust me, this is not easy to do when you're walking and holding a camera, even though I'm on the sidewalk. Right off, the director, and it is in here someplace, I swear it is. Apologize for the lack of professionalism and the delay here, but I actually had a chance to speak after the performance to the director, Lynn Weaver, who was also part of the crowd in the performance. And, you know, I mentioned to her about the mics, and she's like, yeah, we are on a, like, very, very, very low budget. And I said, and I even told her, I said, you know, and she acknowledged it. She did acknowledge it. I said, yeah, but I said, the way the cast dealt with it, I said, you know, you really didn't care about it. And she said, yeah. She's like, I told them, her response was, I told them, no matter what happens, you just keep going. You do not stop. You do not, you know, you do not acknowledge it. You just keep going. Again, the mark of a truly great director and a truly great cast and a truly great performance. Now, there is one person above everyone else that I really have to give credit to, and this was because of her vocal performance. And again, I swear it's here someplace. Jennifer Macias, I hope I pronounced that right. The last name is spelled Macias. She was the character of Mary Magdalene. Now, the reason why I'm pointing her out, and again, please to the cast, please do not take offense. Everyone did a fantastic job. But between her, with her vocals, her vocals were extremely powerful. Okay, she really carried the true meaning to what she really carried the true meaning to everything she said. Her singing gave so much more power, passion, and emotion to everything, to her performance, to the performance overall, and her individual performance. So that, basically, she pretty much stole the show, you know. But again, entire cast, fantastic job to everyone. The interaction, everything, well rehearsed. You had it down to not a science, but like you actually lived it. Okay, part 3, I promise. I'm going to wrap this up. Yeah, definitely going to wrap it up. Give you the overall quick review and recommendation in case you haven't figured it out by now. So, to everybody, hopefully you enjoyed the article so far. I apologize that I kind of got sidetracked a little bit, but stay safe in the night and always. Thanks for the support. Now that the weather's slowly getting warmer, get out and enjoy it. It's been one hell of a long, cold winter. Michael Phoenix, founder of the magazine, right here officially in Northampton on Main Street. I'll see you around later.